Hello, 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 and welcome to the first episode of Say Something Saturday. I am Candace Denise, owner of Candace Denise Cakes, here in my kitchen where it all goes down. And I'm excited that this is the very first episode for Say Something Saturday. I'm going to say it a million times. It's the first episode for Say Something Saturday. I'm excited about it because I always have something to say. There are so many times I have typed up things in my notes or drafts in Instagram and decided not to post it because I wanted to keep my opinion to myself, not stir the pot too much. But I'm coming out the shell a little bit and I'm going to share some controversial things, just some insight that I have, tips and tricks, but also I'm going to answer a lot of questions this way because if one person has a question, it's quite possible other people have the same question. So this first episode of Say Something Saturday is about my number one asked question. Everybody asked me, is this made from scratch? Did you make this? Oh, is this Sam's Club icing? Did you whip this up together by yourself? However way it's worded, everyone wants to know, did I make my cake or my cupcake or my brownie or cookie from scratch? Or did I start with a box mix, some prepackaged ingredients, and whip it together that way? And the answer is yes. I bake from scratch. I cook from scratch as much as possible. But fondant, gum paste, sugar flowers, I am not starting from scratch there. So those items, which are not on every cake anyway, are not made from scratch yet. I just haven't even started working on those ingredients in those recipes. But what you'll find out is that a lot of bakers do not bake from scratch. They will go buy a box mix and enhance it, put about 4 to 5 different ingredients inside that box mix, and they make it their own. It's then homemade, it's then freshly made, but it doesn't start with just those basic ingredients. It starts from Betty Crocker or whoever else decided to create these box cake mixes for our delight. So I wasn't aware of this as a consumer, and I believe a lot of people are not aware of this. It is really up to your personal preference and your taste buds. If it tastes fantastic to you, then does it really matter if it came out of a box or not, unless you're just mad that you paid that much for it. I like to state that Candace Denise Cakes bakes from scratch. It's something that is a part of my brand. But know that my hashtag homemade goodness was to let people know that it was made from scratch. And what I didn't realize was, that does not mean it's made from scratch at all, because in this sense, we have to be very literal about what we're saying. So you will find that every single thing that comes out of this kitchen, carrot cake, I find the raisins, I find the nuts and crush them. I take those carrots and I shred them. All of that is put together to make that cake. And the icing is whipped up right here with those egg whites, with the powdered sugar, the salt, the flavoring, the milk and the cream, all of that jazz. So it's up to you whether that matters to you or not. It doesn't to me as someone buying it and eating it, but it does for me when I serve it. Just some part of the service that I think is special and important for me. Over here at Candace Denise Cakes, that's what we do. So that is what I wanted to say. The next question that I have asked most might be on next week's episode of Say Something Saturday, or I might just give some tips and tricks while baking or cooking in the kitchen. So let me know what you want to hear about. You can go to Facebook or Instagram at Candace Denise Cakes, or shoot me an email, info@CandaceDenise.com, and let me know, what do you want me to say? Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next Saturday.